And so there's this brief moment he walks out of the parliament and he's available to the media. And there's a lot of reporters, and I have to give credit to the mainstream media. For the first time in 8 years, they've seemed to have woken up. You got Bob Fife and Steve Chase at the Globe and Mail. You've got Sam Cooper and Mackenzie, I forget his last name, at Global News. And look at me, I'm praising journalists in the mainstream media. What's come over me? No, nothing's come over me. I'm the same guy I was a week ago. It's that these journalists are actually doing some work. But instead of talking to Sam Cooper or Mackenzie, what's his name, or Steve Chase or Bob Fife or any other journalist who's asking questions, the CBC state broadcaster sends in their alleged comedian, and we'll play it for you in a second. I don't even know what the hell she's saying. I don't understand her point, other than I think she's saying, Prime Minister, we should all be less partisan, don't you think? Why don't you set an example? You're what? Like, I don't even get it. I think it's some stupid compliment. She's not going to make a joke at his expense. She's going to save him A, from the journalists who are trying to get questions to him a few feet away, and B, trying to create some change the channel narrative. You could have a lot of funny jokes poking fun at Trudeau's do you admire China comment. That is not what the state broadcaster and their government comedians do. Watch the unfunniest woman in Canada, paid for by your tax dollars, have a go at Justin Trudeau. Take a look.
Also outraged about everything, that we're not listening to each other anymore.
That was
and if you're
always
a
your
good-looking guy like you probably know how to fix that, right? And so I'm here to listen to what you think. How do we get everybody back together again? How do we calm the waters? How do we make Canada unbroken? Oh my God, is that Pierre Poilievre over there?
Monsieur Trudeau, est-ce que vous permettez, Monsieur Trudeau?
Also outraged.
So I'm here to figure out how to make Canada unbroken. Everyone's so outraged. Prime Minister, all these people are outraged because your party and your friends are taking hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars from China. How do we shut them up, Prime Minister? It's not even funny. Let's say the obvious thing. It's not even funny. And I think the chief job of a comedian is to be funny. It doesn't make a point. And I think that's the second job of a comedian. Do you have a point to make? Like, you can just tell a funny joke, make a fart joke for all I care. If it's funny, I'll laugh. So, is she funny? Check or X? X, she's not funny. Okay, fine. So you're not that funny, but you make a serious point in a funny way. That's what a lot of late night talk shows are. They're basically Democrat Party operatives with a band, a house band, and some jokes. So does she make a point? Not really. Her best point is, hey, Prime Minister, everyone is so outraged. How do we get out of that? It's in the implication being there's no rational basis to be outraged. We shouldn't be outraged. You've done nothing wrong. But before he even has something to say, she turns around and goes, oh, there's Pierre Poilievre. And I don't even know if that's true, but I think we can assume it was true, because if Pierre Poilievre is there, she knows her role is to be a destroyer. I want to show my video that Andrew Lawton did next. But then after that, if there's a Rebel News video from 2015, very early, where Mary Walsh says to Stephen Harper, Heil Harper, and whatnot. Well, show that. I want to just show how unfunny she is, what a hack she is, the fact that she's basically paid to attack conservatives. So when she doesn't even wait for Trudeau's answer, says, oh, there's Pierre Poilievre, I think she's actually telling the truth, because she knows she has to go detonate herself on Pierre Poilievre, because that's the CBC mandate. Anyways, when I was at the Sun News Network before Rebel News, that was the predecessor to Rebel News. I worked at Sun News Network for a few years, well, from the beginning. I worked from the beginning to the end. And it shut down for regulatory and other reasons I won't get into. But I did funnier stuff back then, and maybe I should get back to the funny. So this is about a decade ago. I dressed up as Mark Delahunty. I don't think I've ever worn lipstick before or after. I wear a lip balm, and sometimes people say it looks like I never wear lipstick. I think I wore lipstick in this video. I'm not sure. I think I had makeup. I wear TV makeup, and it's a wig. That's not my hair. Let me show you from a decade ago. My impression of Mark Delahunty of this hour's 22 minutes stalking the late Toronto mayor, Rob Ford. But before we play it, we have to show you an ad to pay the bill. So don't you go away. That video is next. But here's a quick ad. Take a look.
If you want to look good and shine like me, you can do so at our store. Go to ribbonnewstore.com. On this website, you have so much different style to wear, as this one, my favorite one, Justin Castro. With my code Alexa10, you will have 10% off on your next purchase. So don't hesitate, go now and look so good like me.
Hi, it's me, Barge Delahunty. From this 22 minutes feels like an hour. I'm here at Toronto City Hall. That's the mayor's inner sanctum. I understand he's talking about busting the labor unions to pick up our garbage. I'm gonna go in there now. If I don't make it out alive, well, long may your big jib draw. Let's go.
Yeah, no, we gotta figure out a way to head off this garbage strike. No, the city can't afford another garbage strike.
He's talking about the garbage strike.
No, it can't happen. We gotta figure out a way to get these unions. No.
Mayor Ford! Mayor Ford! Mayor Ford! Barge Delahunty, from this 22 minutes feels like an hour. Are you doing some more union busting? Oh, you're talking about garbage strikes, are you now, boy? Well, every time you leave the office, you take out the garbage. Got him! I'm Barge Delahunty. From this 22 minutes feels like an hour, and I've sneaked into City Hall to find Mayor Rob Ford. Follow me. I think he's inside here, boy. Mayor Rob Ford. Mayor Rob Ford. Where are you? Oh, smells like conservative policy making in here. Mayor Ford! It's Barge Delahunty! What are you doing? Oh, Lord, Levant, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the seventh. Oh, what's that? What's that? Is that your Tory policy platform? Got him! Mayor! Barge Delahunty! Hey, you stay where you two. We'll come to where you're at. Mayor! Why do you keep running from me, Mayor? Barge Delahunty, from this 22 minutes feels like an hour. Got him! I'm Barge Delahunty. From this 22 minutes feels like an hour. And I'm actually in Rob Ford's home, the chicken coop. That's his bedroom in there. Let's go catch him unawares. Oh, Lord Tucker, he's like a beached whale, isn't he? Where's Mrs. Ford? There's trouble in the house, isn't there? Mayor Ford! Mayor Ford! It's Barge Delahunty! Mayor Ford! Mayor Ford! I gotta give you a big smooch, Mayor Ford! Oh, Mayor Ford! My eyes are up here, Mayor Ford! Look up here, that's my eyes! Got him!
Look, let me just be the first to say that was not particularly funny either. Thus the use of the laugh track. And one of the creepy things about this hour's 22 minutes, especially Mary Walsh, who does Mark Delahunty, is if you take the laugh track out of her videos, there is nothing funny in them. I've done this before. Like, she actually went to Rob Ford's house and just started abusing him. And the final version that was on TV obviously had a lot of laugh track, which we added here too. And a laugh track is a kind of conformity. You hear other people laughing, you feel like, if someone else tells a joke and someone laughs, do you ever find yourself sort of, I don't get it, but everyone else is laughing. Do you ever do that? I think it's like a yawn. You see someone yawning and you yawn. There's some human reaction. That's why people use laugh tracks, because they work.
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.